So many women think they're going crazy when symptoms hit. So, fatigue, sleeplessness, aches and pains, depression, mood swings. The question is it hormones? Is it PTSD, trauma? But the thing is, it can be both. And what I've learned from some research recently is that perimenopause is actually the time when we can really hit the worst. And so, if you've been one of those people where you're trying to figure out what is going on with your body and you're not really sure, this episode is for you. So, what I found is, and this is something that I never associated anything related to hormones and trauma. Never thought about the overlap before until I had some stuff come up with myself recently. But I've been doing the research, and what I found is that there are some hormonal shifts that happen that are the worst during perimenopause that actually exacerbate PTSD, trauma symptoms. And so, if you have a history of trauma, you've maybe gotten out of a situation or relationship, you have something in your past from your childhood or early life, and now you're going through perimenopause, you could be feeling like, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm broken. Or you might even think you're going through menopause because it could be so much more extreme. So, your sleep will be really interrupted. Again, you may have aches and pains, headaches, just sleeplessness, all kinds of mood swings. And I think that this is something that's really important to look into because, yeah, our bodies are all different. They all change in different ways when we go through our aging process. I know in my family, women have gone through menopause as early as their early 40s. And then, like myself, I didn't really hit menopause until closer to 50. So it's highly individualistic. And I'm bringing this up because I think what happens is we start to feel like we're broken when we're experiencing these things, or we're maybe hypersensitive. Maybe we're going through an extreme depression where we might seek some sort of medication that may be appropriate. But if you know that there's a link between PTSD, trauma, and hormones, and you're going through some of these changes, you could actually find somebody who will listen and understand, and you can track the changes yourself and say, this is like, I'm sleeping maybe 3 to 5 hours a night. I find that I get dysregulated, or it could be even sounds. I know for me, I went through a period where the screeching and high pitched noises, it still bothers me, but it really got to me, and I felt like I couldn't. It happened when I was driving, and it just really agitated me. And I think if you are aware of this and you can talk to a doctor and you can track your symptoms and you can explain, hey, I know there's a link between trauma, which I have in my past, and this hormonal shift that I'm going through, whether you're in perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause, you can have that discussion with a doctor who actually gets it. And it might not be easy to find somebody who really understands that, but I've done the research and it's out there. So you could even print it out, bring it in. It really depends on who your doctor is. Some of them do not like that. But you yourself can at least take solace and know this isn't something that's specific to me necessarily. There is a link between these two things. And I think when things are aggravated, amplified by your hormonal shifts, especially in perimenopause, it's really good to know that that's possibly the cause of what's happening, instead of, wow, what the hell's going on with me? I feel like a different person, or I feel like I've been taken over by something, right? So, what I would say is start tracking. And I mentioned this before, but you can use ChatGPT and just say, hey, I would like to start tracking my sleep, my moods, my sense of anxiety. Am I having panic attacks, aches and pains in your body, any autoimmune? Maybe you're having digestive issues, things like that. Whatever it is you're experiencing that seems abnormal, either for you as an individual or for your age. Maybe this is weird. Why do I feel like I'm 50 when I'm 35? So track those things. And I would say to track for at least 30 days, maybe, and then bring your tracking sheet to your doctor. Set up an appointment and say, this is what's going on. This is not me. I'm normally whatever, however you normally are, and express the differences. Say that you learned there's a link between trauma, PTSD, and hormonal shifts, and that it can make things worse. And just see if they will work with you. So, what I also read is that the things that tend to work the best for these hormonal upsets, other than the basic things, which are taking care of your sleep, hygiene, trying to go to bed and wake up at the same time every night, getting adequate exercise. I'm a big proponent of Walking, I have a little walk it out series that will be available soon. Walking cures many, many things. It can really help you. And one of the other things that it mentioned was EMDR, which again, walking kind of mimics EMDR, but it has to do with reprocessing the trauma, the bad thoughts, the bad feelings that are in your memory, in your body, right? Putting them in a safer spot so they're not coming up all the time. So EMDR, DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, is another thing that can help. Also, grounding, which is something I talk about a lot too, going outside or standing on the grass, being near nature and trees. Grounding can help you. And then actual medications, right? So things for depression, anxiety, that kind of thing. So I don't want to push those on you at all. And then hormone replacement therapy. Those are extreme. So I would say talk to a doctor. Don't try to self diagnose, but track your symptoms. Know that you're not broken. If you've been through something significant, chances are, if you're going through perimenopause or even menopause, the hormonal shifts will activate and it will feel amplified for you. And then the good news is when you're postmenopausal, all the research shows that your reaction, your reactivity, possibly because your levels are lower, are less extreme. So you might feel things. You're still going to get brain fog and do all the other things that happen with menopause potentially, but you're not going to have the same level of reactivity, which I think is really a silver lining, right? There aren't a lot of silver linings with menopause other than kind of losing your monthly cycle sometimes is a liberating thing. For some, not for all. I missed it when I missed mine. I didn't think I would miss it, but I kind of did. It's a marker, right? I wanted to share that with you, and I want to know from you ladies, what have you experienced? Does this resonate with you? Have you noticed this? Is there a light bulb going off for you? What have I shared here that's standing out as something you wish you knew or you're glad you know, right? I would love it if this resonates with you. Just drop an emoji, your favorite flower, your favorite leaf in the comments. I would really like to know if this is resonating because this is something I'm going down the rabbit hole with a little bit because I hear a lot of women talking about hormones and how women are not being addressed with hormones. And there's kind of a push to try different things like I did with the estradiol and then progesterone on my skin. And I've seen all these things that are related to beauty hacks and bone density and all that. And I just feel it's great to know that these things can help us, but I think we need to slow it down and figure out what's really going on before we start shaking up the hormonal situation because it is a severely delicate balance. Once it gets out of balance and you're the one doing the balancing, it's going to be out of hand. So you need the help of a professional. I'm going to continue with this, but I would love to know if there's anything here that resonates with you. Is anything here making you scratch your head like, oh, I wonder about this or that? I started doing this related to my head injury, my TBI, my post concussion syndrome. I didn't realize that that made me more vulnerable, more sensitive hormonally to different things. And that was a surprise to me. So I think this hormonal stuff and mood and energy and aches and pains and things, it's just all fascinating. I think that there's a lot to learn. So, and we have a lot going on in our lives and we need to feel our best to go through the things we're experiencing, right? So if you're advocating for your children, maybe you're going through divorce, you're in court, maybe you are experiencing financial difficulty, maybe you're changing careers, trying to increase your income, which are some of the things that I'm going through. Maybe you're taking care of aging parents. There are so many things that are happening in the world today that just make life that much harder. So if we can make ourselves healthier, take care of ourselves, keep our energy up, keep ourselves feeling healthy, then we will be more resilient and we will be able to get through it. We are getting through it, but why not get through it feeling like we're not falling apart? We're learning to build ourselves up in the process and becoming more resilient. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I don't want to be taken down. I don't want all this stuff happening in my life or in the world to take me down. I want to figure out ways where it can make me stronger, where I can become more self aware and I can learn to get through the tough stuff and become more resilient because I don't think the tough stuff's going away, unfortunately. And I'm laughing because sometimes it's better to laugh than to cry, right? So we'll all get through this together, but self care, self awareness, letting yourself be important enough that you do track things, that you do talk to the doctor about it instead of being like, no, I don't have time for this. There's too much other stuff going on. You're the only you that you have. You are your best advocate and you know your body and yourself more than anybody else. So just encouraging you to honor yourself, to take the time, Even if you just track it in your phone, track whatever way makes sense for you. Again, these are not perfect things. Just do a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Yeah, 30 days, make that appointment and see what needs to change so you feel stronger and you start taking care of yourself. So this is the first video in my series. I'm gonna have like 5 or 6. We're gonna try to talk about these topics, and it's good to be back. I've been through a lot myself, but getting really resilient. All right, I will see you in the next one. Drop your favorite flower, your favorite leaf, whatever. Let me know how this resonates, or if you have any questions. I'd love to do more research on this if you guys have questions, okay? Lots of love to you. All right, bye.